and welcome back to my channel. I know I have quite a few new subscribers, so I want to say thank you for joining, and I hope you enjoy the content. Make sure to like the video and leave me a comment down below on what your favorite palette is out of my No Pan Left Behinds. I do have quite a few updates. I want to start by going over some palettes I'm rolling out because I have not even wanted to reach for these. I actually dreaded even thinking about these. So I am going to roll them out, and they will more than likely end up being my end of year declutter because these were chopping block palettes. So first I have the Too Faced Better Than Chocolate, and that is what this looks like. I have other palettes with similar color stories, better shimmers, and it's just not doing it for me. I had used this, and it was the purple shimmer that is Sugar Rush is the reason I had rolled it in. But going through a lot of the palettes that I do own, I favor others with similar color stories. And then I have the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice Second Slice. Again, I have other palettes with similar color stories that I gravitate towards more because I like the formula better. And then we have the Tarte Gilded and the Tarte Glamour palettes. I was very unhappy when I had swatched these in the previous video, so if you didn't watch that one, you can always go back and check because I also have all the swatches to these that I'm decluttering. So it's a pretty color story. They're very neutral. However, I just have other ones that I prefer more and that I gravitate towards. So these I will be officially rolling out and putting aside in my little things to declutter at the end of the year. Now, to go over, I want to announce that I do have the winner for the Odin's Eye mystery box. I have it all packed and ready to go with bubble wrap. I left a comment under the video on the winner's comment, so make sure you double check the last video and see if that was you. I need to get a hold of you and make sure to get this out in the mail as soon as I can. So to go over some palettes that I did actually end up getting through, which I was fairly surprised about, and I will pop up the pictures with the looks that I did for each palette. Each one of these palettes I was able to get a total of 3 looks out of, which I am extremely happy about, and it really made me fall in love with these palettes. So the first one is the Fantasy Cosmetica Rogue palette. So I actually ended up using 3 of the colors twice, which would be Stealth, Cunning, and Assassin. So Stealth, Cunning, and Assassin I actually ended up using twice in my looks. I really enjoyed this color story, and I do love the Fantasy Cosmetic formula. This is just how I tracked what I used. And then I have the Fantasy Cosmetica Fighter palette. I will say I used Warrior 3 times, which was this brown to help deepen up the colors. And then I also used Cavalier twice. So I did end up making 2 looks that were a little bit similar, but I still really enjoyed this palette. It is a more neutral palette. So the 4 that I'm rolling out is because the palettes that I have been using made similar looks, and I really enjoy this formula over those. And then I have the Dreamer Volume 1 from Unearthly. And I ended up using Soothe, which is this pink, 3 times. And I actually used this palette for Easter and made a really nice look that I enjoyed a lot. This has a mix of neutrals, pinks, and purples. So this is my third palette that I have completely no pan left behind. And then this is actually a brand new palette that I had gotten from Unearthly. It's the Murky Meadow palette. I was so excited to use this that it was extremely easy for me to go through. So that is this color story. And I ended up using Frosted Foliage twice, along with Ominous Oak, Twisted Root, and Silent Wood. So the corners right here, I ended up using 2 different times. Again, a neutral palette. I enjoy colors. I also enjoy neutrals. When you're not looking for like a full glamour day, it's really easy to pop on some neutrals and go about your day. Another palette that I haven't completely no pan left behind yet, but I have made progress on, is the Ranger palette, which is the newest release from Fantasy Cosmetica. So I will pop up the look that I created with it. I still have some more to go. And that is upside down, so. And I mark the ones that say topper is because that's the one I like to have a shade under it so that it doesn't look like you can see the lid through it. So I've used the whole top row along with the topper. And I'm gonna definitely create at least 2 more looks with this, and those should be in the next update when I do them. Now, the palettes that I have not gotten around to, because I either haven't been doing my makeup or I was working on those. Me and my daughter have been sick on and off, so instead of doing my makeup, I just took care of us. So this is the Unearthly Dead of Night palette. I have not gotten a chance to go through this yet. If you're interested in the swatches on these, they are in the introduction video to this. I have the Ace Beauté Classical Paradise. It's a very warm neutral palette with some reds. And then I have the Cosmic Beauty Sinister palette. So I have not gotten a chance to create looks with these yet. I think for the next update, I want to at least use each palette once so that I can show you pictures of each look that I created. And then the new roll-in that will be coming is the new Singe Beauty Agate Temptation palette. I'm just waiting on it to come in the mail. So I have the Unearthly Not Normal palette. This is a really big one. This one is Sinister, and the Beauty Below from Blend Bunny are really big palettes, and I think that's why it kind of deterred me from using those. But I think if I try to do at least one look before the next update on each of these, it will definitely seem a lot less tedious and stressful. So I have 6 palettes that I'm currently still working on. I'm hoping to get down to around 4 or 5, and then I will be doing roll-ins with each update, hopefully. Of course, any new makeup that comes in as far as palettes will automatically be rolled into this. So I'll make sure to update that. I was a little excited when I got the Murky Meadow, so I went straight to using it, and I really enjoyed it. It is a really good formula, and it's one of my favorites from Unearthly. My 3 top favorites are all 9 pans from Unearthly, which is really crazy. So I have 4 rollouts. I have completely completed these, and then 4 essentially declutters. So if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to leave me a comment and let me know which palette is your favorite. Have a good day.